Punch down in front. Under pressure, Johnson. Good tackle from James. And the Cats having to think this one through. Bowen had a little fumble and it gave time for Slasher to swoop. He's wrapped her up, umpire circling. Downey gets tipped down in front. Lambert again, this time goes short. Looking for Kiyochi. Has a little bit of speed, bends it around the corner. They could have picked two in the end. Kickable. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's definitely kickable. Let's see what Jordan Membry can do. Oh, no! The first blemish of her career, the first score this afternoon, just that behind. I said all the play's been at the Pies end. So this for one against the run. Sets sail, starts it right, stays right, and just through for the one behind. And it goes their way again through Malloy. He gets a hand pass off towards Lambert. Had options out wide, but perhaps the voice of Steve Simon's ringing her ears. She goes direct. And Frederick stands tall to take the mark. So from directly in front, but she'll have to kick it from about 45. Set sail. It's not going to have the carry, but it's going to go pretty close to the goal line. Dangerously to the goal line. Sheridan's off the ground, slammed it into the post, and she's hurt herself a little bit. Decides, I think, for Membry. Kick off target. Rankin let it slip through her fingers, and Fuller's brought to the deck, and a wonderful tackle by Lambert. Downey with the second and third effort from the ruck. Pasparkas gets it to Bowen, has it stripped away by Brown. James is there. She's crunched into the deck by Scott, who stands up and keeps battling for the footy. Kiyochi there too. She gets bundled out of it. Lambert joins the party, and she's concerned as Barber and Chaston went headlong into each other. So it's Schooler and Frederick. Oh, goal line, Frederick. Look at the old scorpion kick. Scott's in trouble here. That's a good tackle by Chaston. And Slasher says, I'll have it, thank you. Finds the target short. And this time, Can wanting to move it quickly inside 50. Again, they go to James. The spoil's on. Porter, though, picks up the loose footy, finds the goal, and finally we've got our first major as Porter breaks the drought. The carry offhand, so can Parry get a boot to it? Can Darby get a boot to it? Bowen! Well, there's a free kick for holding, and it's going in Geelong's favour.
7 clearances to Geelong, so Amy McDonald, pivotal.
Georgie Clark from directly in front to kick the Cats first, and she makes no mistake. Kick back, puts Butler under a little bit of pressure. She is lurking. Brazali too. The kick needed to be perfect, it wasn't. Webster takes it, and she wants to go on with it. Sizes up the goal. No one got a hand to it, but it's offline and just through for one behind. So scores are tied at McCattery. Uses it, and the kick is touched. So Maloney gets the hand pass off to McDonald, who's followed up her work. That was well done. Second effort by the captain. Sheer back with courage against Casey. Parry just throws a boot at it. Livingston in front of Gardner. I was going to say it was a dodgy handball. The umpire saw it that way too. Over the back, just waving for it. It's Barber. He's not going to get there, but the umpire's going to find a free kick for a hold. She wanted to move it quickly, Barber, and it was a good decision because Allen's on the end of it.
Unfortunate there because they did have the coverage defensively, but that can happen when it's high stakes in the last quarter and the pressure's on.
So Geordie Allen really sinks her boot into it. I've sold her short. She's kicked the major. A little bit of kick to kick Bowen. Just splits the middle of a couple. Hand passes to Johnson. McDonald inside 50. Standing in front, 2 bites. Livingston with a hand over the top against Clark. And Sheridan comes in and they dump her to the deck.
Joe going Geelong's way. So they definitely had the territory this quarter. And just Collingwood got one against the flow.
McDonald burns past a couple, gets the hand pass off to Parry, who thought she was taken high. The umpire didn't see it that way. So eyes darting, but looks like she's going for that shot, or at least going to try and kick it deep. And hopefully someone can fly. Parry and punt, front punch comes down. Prasparkas, the dangerous Prasparkas on the boat. Just wide.
I called it.
You did, Libby, you called it. Schooler in the ruck, the debutante against Downey. Bowen against Malloy. Oh, what a tackle. Just goes for distance. No mark over the top. Sheridan at ground level. Prasparkas lurking. Booted away, Fuller. Back towards Friswell. A flying shot on goal. McDonald has got the carry. It's offline. And just through for another behind. I thought it might be floating through. Downey in front. McDonald trying to burst her way through. Has a couple to beat. Malloy has her. Butler tries to throw it on the boot. Nothing doing.